Hello and welcome. You're listening to Fandom Podcast, where each week I, your host, RJ Skeens, and my good friends and co-hosts,
Patrick Jorgenson
and Marcus Laurienti,
take a deep dive into all things pop culture related. This week, we're diving back into Star Wars: The Clone Wars in chronological order. Today, we're watching the 5th episode in chronological order, Season 1, Episode 10, Lair of Grievous.
That doesn't sound very chronological now, does it?
No, it doesn't. We also are skipping like filler episodes, so we didn't watch Bombad Jedi because
the best one
Jar
of that
Binks.
whole...
we didn't need to watch that.
Oh,
I saved Marcus.
You tell me after.
I feel like I'm being stripped of the full experience of this storyline, honestly.
I mean, if you want to watch Jar Jar Binks, we can. I won't lie.
I'll break it down for you in 3 easy sentences. Jar Jar Binks gets a Jedi robe, pretends to be Jedi at the end.
It causes some havoc, as Jar Jar does.
Some mischief.
I would rather watch the new Star Trek.
But yes.
You and most people.
I haven't seen any of the Star Trek. I saw some old Star Trek episodes of the TV show, but that's about it.
Old Star Trek is like up there in the stars. Fantastic. New Star Trek is like down in the sewer system somewhere clogging a pipe.
Marcus, you're a Star Trek guy?
No, actually, I would just
you fooled me.
I would listen to people talk about it and compare and contrast the characters, and honestly, just based off of their synopsis, which may or may not be biased, I do believe that the older version was less Hollywood influenced and it actually catered to the fan base rather than just trying to make a profit.
I feel like that's probably true because the more modern ones are definitely a little bit more action-y and probably explosion-y than.
And their plots don't make
Trek
sense.
Star Trek was
they do everything because of an agenda.
A peaceful organization trying to expand themselves throughout the universe and live a peaceful life.
And the writers are from elementary school.
It's all a fantastic blob of being a cluster bleep.
Patrick said all those things. I didn't.
Yeah, get mad at me.
But we'd love to hear your comments because it'll probably be great.
I'll fucking bring it. Am I allowed to cuss on here? I've been doing it too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been editing out the curse words because, well, we're all in our late 20s. So
dude, you got to put what is it, Sith spit or whatever they say for all
explicit.
There's
explicit. I thought you said Sith spit, and I'm like, that is a fantastic terminology for like.
No, that's like that's a Star Wars curse word.
Is it? Oh,
I don't know where I heard it, but somebody said it somewhere.
They do be spitting.
But yeah, put like just some sort of like, or like a droid like wow thing every time I go like fuck. Like right now, fuck.
I haven't done it out of the last 3 episodes.
Got a lot of work to do.
This is gonna be a TikTok.
Fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's do this.
All tick, no talk.
All tick, no talk. Fuck. Enough cursing. I will. I'm just gonna put a bunch of beeps through there just for comedic purposes. But
it's turned on in a robot.
Mm-hmm.
It'll just be a long R2D2.
Yeah, like it just doesn't stop. It just like sustains,
reverberates anytime your mouth opens. You literally just edit out everything Pat says in this episode into the...
Now they're gonna hear it twice because I'm making the noises.
Sorry, they're gonna hear it 3 times. Want to know why?
Sorry, because you're gonna do it.
Fuck.
We must synchronize.
All right.
Enough.
Here we go on the final countdown. Here we go. Leave it. Marcus is gonna like this episode.
I love Italian.
It's how Marcus is gonna like this episode. It's Lair of Grievous. Here we go.
Bellissimo.
Magnifico. Why was my speech clearer that way?
It's a good question.
I never mess up.
Yeah, Marcus, you said one of your favorite characters on the dark side is General Grievous, right?
Oh, for sure. This is the most menacing dude. Like, out of all the Sith people, if I met this dude in a dark alley, I'd be like, nope. Hey, this is your alley. I'm out of here.
You're not wrong.
Have
He's
it.
probably he would not hesitate to kill you just because you were there. He's like, all right.
Like,
He's also, yeah, he's like skinny and spider-like and not even a real person. Everybody else has kind of got that human element to them, even if they're not really a human.
mhm. I feel like he's just his whole presence is different than a lot of the other Sith that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like they say Vader is like very frightening whenever he is face to face with someone, but in all honesty, I think Grievous looks more terrifying than Vader. Like you might be able to feel Vader's presence harder, but yeah, I feel like Grievous
Yeah.
is scarier.
I think if they
Back
had
in-
made Grievous like a dark black color, and he definitely would have been even more menacing than he is.
Kid Fisto used to be one of my
Yeah.
favorite OG
Dude, same
characters back
here.
in
I
the
love
day.
Kit Fisto. I always wanted to get more of him because we saw him in the Clone War or in Attack of the Clones, and oh my god, his face, his just head was so goofy looking, and it made me
Yeah.
laugh. And then you come back and we get him in episode 3, and his head and eyes are completely different.
Yeah.
And then he dies so like
Yeah, in, like, 3
unvaliantly,
seconds.
like so quickly, which was sad. It added to the power of Palpatine because Fisto's powerful Jedi, but that's why I
Yeah.
really appreciated the show, because we get to see all of these awesome Jedi in their height, like at the peak of their power, just take on battle droids and General Grievous and crap like that.
But doesn't it make it harder to believe that they just got cut down in an instant by like Sidious? I feel
mean,
bad for like Agent Kolar and Sicey Tin because it was literally just like
dude, they were
stab,
literally just
done.
I feel like
yeah.
it's an ass pull for cinematic value.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Do you know like the original like cut of Revenge of the Sith was supposed to be like 4 hours long?
I believe it.
Yeah, I do too.
Probably
Give
why we
us
got
that
this.
cut. Give us the
George
Revenge of the
Lucas
Sith. Give
4
us the
hour
George Lucas 4-hour cut.
Or we'll boycott whoever.
Disney, fuck it.
Yeah. Disney. Yeah. They might put us in jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
Disney jail?
You don't
Dude,
want
Disney
Disney
jail's
jail.
worse than regular
I
jail.
don't think we
is.
can even talk about that.
You have to listen to nothing but like the little cartoon characters singing.
It's a small world.
And then you have to
after all.
shower with Goofy. And the soap is really slippery.
Yuck. Yuck.
Yuck.
Someone's fucking goofy.
Someone's
But
yucking.
them-
Oh Lord.
Why
This is not a
guy,
children's
like-
podcast today.
It is not. So these dudes just walked into this. Spot.
So they tracked a ship,
Mhm.
which had Viceroy on it, and Viceroy, they believe, is on the other side of this chair, and they're here to capture him. They don't know that it is the lair of General Grievous yet.
Yeah.
I like their little monologue there, or little back and forth. Have you
I
ever killed a
love-
Jedi? No.
Now, that's something I appreciated in this too. Is the droids, they have a bit more personality and they're freaking funny.
They look like they're the Amazon Basics enemy of the Star Wars universe.
You're right. You have nothing, Jedi fools.
Like how he's just smiling constantly. He just got finessed, wasted a good 3 hours of his day flying across space to intercept this entire temple when the
Yeah, dude.
viceroy, and he's like, "Oh, hologram."
Yeah, and
You
then
know how
they
much
get messed
how
by
much
Count
gas that
Dooku.
is with space inflation?
Hey, dog.
There's a war
Facts.
going on too, so space inflation's got to be high.
Oh,
They're burning up a
definitely.
lot of that fuel for the war effort.
Did they have something that like let them travel at light speed or like from
Yeah,
galaxy
they've
to
got
galaxy?
hyperdrives. Yeah,
Hyperdrives.
to
Metal.
travel at light speed. Yeah, vast distances. It still takes extended like longer periods of time, but there's places out in like the outer reaches, like the I guess the outer regions of the galaxy past like Batu and everything like that, where it's like uncharted space. Some of those civilizations don't have hyperdrives and things like that, or like full navigation systems, so they're not able to make long jumps. They have to jump system by system.
Nice.
Like we do in No Man's Sky.
I was
going
gonna
to
say,
or Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially when you're first starting out in Elite Dangerous. Oh my.
Oh
Is this
yeah.
the first time anybody's actually seen Grievous at this point?
I think it's the
No,
second time,
I think it's the
third
second
time or something like
because
that.
we watched the film, and
Because
that shows
Grievous was in Star Wars.
in the film. I'm almost certain, right? Yeah, maybe I'm crazy. I've watched all of this so many times it all just kind of mashes together. So
I like how this guy's is General Grievous's voice the same in this as it is in the actual movie?
I don't think so.
It sounds the same.
It's pretty.
Sounds more on point than like any of the other characters.
Let's see. Check the IMDb. I've met that voice actor. It's Matthew
Grievous?
Wood. Yeah, Matthew Wood. I met him at my very first Comic-Con. I was dressed as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I walk up to him and I go, "Hello there." And he goes, "General Kenobi." And I was just like,
Didn't know whether you were gonna die or get an autograph.
It's like I don't know how to react, but I'm acting like a schoolgirl.
You should react by killing him. Just stab him in the chest.
Crush his metal lungs. Like, look at that. This fucker comes through a door, and you're telling me like that wouldn't make like a normal person not shit their pants?
And his shoulders are freaky.
Dude, he's so massive.
Yeah.
Like
So
I've seen enough
massive.
cosplayers where I'm like, oh, it's Vader. Like if he came in, I'd just be like,
Bro,
"What's up,
anytime
weeb?"
I
But
see a freaking General Grievous cosplay on the internet, I just have mad respect because they make it like a lot of them will make it like a puppet, and it's
like,
freaking
look at
fantastic.
that. That is sick. And then put himself on blender mode. This is like the ultimate flex.
Toe
2
cables.
Jedi and 2 cables. Oh man.
Cut his legs off.
He
Well,
knows
guess
how
what?
Anakin
He can
feels.
still freaking rock and roll. Hey, Dave, that's terrifying, bro. That is terrifying.
Like if you hate spiders, you're gonna hate Grievous.
Dude, literally,
That's
he's
true.
just a terrifying Spider-Man monster freaking crawling on the ground. I was gonna say Spider-Man, but
He
You
like
say
knocked
Spider-Man,
Kit
that's not
Fisto on
scary.
the dome with the other dude's head.
Now he is Spider-Man from the ceiling. So dude, he just throws himself.
He's
Dude.
like, I'm tired of y'all. I'm gonna eat you.
Let's see.
See, this dude's too OP. The clones got in the way. Oh, what a Jedi outlook that is.
This Padawan, yeah, he is he's not a Padawan, he's a Jedi Knight now, but he is that's something he's like struggles with. He's very aggressive.
Like he just messed up. They were literally 4-on-1. He's like, oh dang, if it weren't for these clones holding his legs back, we would have never slashed him off.
I do wonder how, like how annoying it must be for certain droids that have to keep on putting like Anakin and like Darth Vader and all these guys back together because they're just constantly getting their shit chopped off.
As is the Sith way.
Did Grievous just cough in this one?
He does cough in this one, yeah. Which honestly makes me think that the Gennady Tarkovsky episodes are still canon. But I think I talked about this in an episode with Marcus. There's this fan theory that the Gennady Tarkovsky is like Clone Wars series is a documentary, and the Clone Wars this series is more like thought of as like Republic propaganda that they played during the wartime on the HoloNet to like glorify the Republic against the separatists and things like that. Being with like the announcer at the beginning and things like that. So it's like still continuing of that because in the Gennady Tarkovsky Clone Wars version, Mace Windu crushes Grievous's lungs.
But see, that's right before episode 3. And this is clearly much earlier than
Geonosis.
that. What?
That was on Geonosis.
That was on Coruscant. You could take that to the bank.
Was it?
Yeah. It's right before he captured the Palpatine and took him off world. He crushed him as he was getting onto that spacecraft that took him to the invisible hand. And then in episode 3 was the first time you heard him cough. So in this one, it's Huh. I promise if you go back. Because
we'll have to watch the Gennady Tarkovsky.
Yeah.
Because those are good. I'll have to find an actual physical copy of.
Those are the ones that I thought about or liked the most was that one, but that was just because
those were fantastic. Those are my favorite. I mean, I love this show.
Why don't they use the Force?
The Jedi
to lift a whole person up.
Yeah,
both of them. Like they get easy, like instead of pulling on a rope.
It's like it's something with the Jedi. They don't use things to make their life easier unless it's like in that life or death situation. I guess it was
they failed on both fronts.
Well, it's like
what is that?
I don't know. It's not for like self-gain, I guess is the means. And I guess they don't give a frick about the clones.
Yeah. I feel
it's
like
always with Star Wars it's always selective. Now, but what is this thing?
I feel like being a Jedi is selective.
I don't remember.
Like you select when you want to be a positive influence on the universe unless it doesn't bend to your will, which I feel is also Sith-like. I feel like the Jedi are almost closer to the Sith than they realize and vice versa.
Oh, absolutely. During the Clone Wars, the Jedi are so close to like being, Sith and everything. As like Anakin, what happens to Anakin? Like it's because of the war. All of the culmination of the events that he's experienced.
It's understandable. I mean, these people have been fighting for years on a galactic scale, and it's planet's well-being at stake. So,
like Anakin's literally like his entire almost entire Jedi not Jedihood and Padawanhood was war.
Pretty much, like his entire upbringing was slavery and then poverty and then war.
What is this? What is this dragon T-Rex thing?
I'm looking it up real quick. I'm trying to.
I'd love to know what that thing is.
That's the Rancor. I'm kidding. I have no idea what the hell a Rancor is, but I've heard it on Family Guy.
You don't know what the Rancor is?
Nope.
Who is this
It
kid
is
that
a
you brought
Rog.
on?
R-O.
I'm
You
the
don't
dumb.
know-
This
Did
guy.
you say you don't know what a Rancor is? You know what a
Yeah.
Rancor
Yeah, that's what I did.
If
Who
you
is
saw,
Marcus?
not Empire, Return of the Jedi. You know what a Rancor is,
I
right?
know they live in a pit.
They don't live in pits, but that one did.
Oh.
That was like
They-
a gladiator T-Rex looking thing.
Shito.
Rancors are cool. Oh man, we got to show you the book of Boba Fett too. Frick. There's some cool stuff in that.
So when did fish gain sentience and then the force? Because this guy is
He's a Quarren.
Thousands and thousands of
Oh wait, no, he's not
years before
A Quarren. He is a
BBY.
He's a Mon Calamari.
Yep.
what a name for a fish.
Jake, do you know what the other species that lives on Mon Calamari is?
The Quarren.
Yep. All right. Well, I asked you. Of course, you know.
There's actually we spend some time on there. On Mon
Oh.
Cala. Yeah, they're in the Clone Wars. It's like a 2 or 3 episode arc, maybe 4. Isn't it just so shady? Just Dooku's just like sent these guys to Grievous's home, like, hey man, good luck.
Yeah, it never really like. I'm like, there's so many ways that it could have gone completely wrong. It's just like, oh, I sent these Jedi there, and then they killed Grievous. Oh my god.
Right? Like, what would they have done? Grievous was pivotal to the war effort.
Why
Pivotal.
doesn't Grievous just like keep a bunch of replacement parts inside of his body?
Oh, we
That
have
way he
10
just
minutes
like-
left. And
How
How many minutes have we got in
So-
here?
8 minutes, so we got 5 left on the show. Perfect timing again. What you were saying, Marcus? Why doesn't he keep parts where?
like on his person or something, like where he could just like pop it out of his core, like as long as his core is
Yeah.
not damaged, you could like
Probably
pop out
because
new
it'd be
layers
too
and stuff.
bulky. Like,
This
restrict
man
his
is,
movement
like,
even more.
8'5" by
It's
8.
just, probably just like movement restrictions would be my ultimate guess. This guy does have a very aggressive, like, lightsaber form.
That guy did pretty good, to be honest. Especially when you think like how hard it was for them to destroy him in episode 3.
Pulls out 2 more lightsabers. Oh no. Gets to watch his fish get fried. He
Oh, that
keeps
implies
thing
that
on.
that dude's lightsaber is one of the ones that Grievous takes and puts in his little cloak thingy.
It is. I will kill you all.
So he uses discarded Jedi lightsaber. That's kind of fucking
Every
hard.
single lightsaber that General Grievous has, he killed the Jedi to take.
Yo, that's hard.
He
as
will
hell.
not take a lightsaber that he did not kill himself. So all those fanboys out there.
Oh, I thought this dude
saying
just, like,
General
did
Grievous after
seppuku.
Order 66. was down.
Like,
would've been
no,
hyped to
I
have killed him.
failed.
My Padawan.
Kind of sucks because then you're just cauterizing your own wound
Oof.
over and over.
Oh, Shiza. It's that laugh, dude.
Right. He's like, I got a force field except for my back.
Let you react, Patrick.
The emote.
Ooh. Slick.
That was good timing.
He got his Padawan's lightsaber back.
A selective
That
force
was-
usage.
See right there, that like, I don't know. I kind of like the slowdown effect. Was that
That was
just on my
nice.
end?
Maybe.
No,
Hard
this
to
is
tell
actually
with how
pretty.
they're
I'll
going.
give it the movement of the actual animation there was pretty slick, and it actually adds to the fighting.
Dude, literally the lightsaber fights in this are like next level. They're so good. It's that smirk for me. He's all it's that half smile.
Kind of sucks though. It's just like, well, I got to get out of here.
It's
He
like, I
has to
gotta
leave the
get
dead
out
body
here.
of his
Yep, leave his
comrade
Padawan
behind.
behind. His old Padawan. But the best Jedi master.
That would probably mess me up more, like having like trained somebody up and then like having them like die before me.
Would be pretty rough.
Like, yeah.
Did Pat just summarize parental feelings?
Yeah, it just hit me in right there. Yoda looks like such a little
just
gremlin in the
brought up your
show.
point, Marcus.
Does what was up?
Yoda just brought up your point. During this war, in danger of losing who we are. Yeah.
Yep. It seems
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's a lot of little instances like Ahsoka threatening the Viceroy. And then
Mhm.
we just saw the Jedi Knight get fried because he was kind of naive in that sense. But it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Putting the emotional and I mean, well, it's kind of funny because there's some of them are aliens, but the human emotion behind it that gets you, that distracts you and lets you, kind of fail, like being overconfident or being too afraid to make decisive decisions, or, insert, insert
Girder here.
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
No, I mean, I was struggling for words, so
Please insert girder.
Yeah,
This is a pop culture podcast, by the way, so I thought I'd throw in another reference from some
we're in
other
space,
fandom.
so
Futurama.
please
No,
insert future.
yeah, that episode was good. It had a lot of depth to it, honestly. What were your thoughts, Marcus? Because Grievous is one of your favorite characters, so I kind of
I liked it. It showed his brutality, his endless bloodlust, even though it's part of the ultimate plan where he has to follow what the Chancellor wants. And at this point in time, I feel like this was probably the more gruesome fight we've seen in this show.
Yeah,
So
it's
for
one
sure,
of the rougher ones, more
I was
brutal,
excited
definitely.
just
Nice.
because I was like, nice, he fried the insolent little Jedi
Jedi
Knight who almost let a clone just drop into some lava. He's like, hey, yeah, this is fine.
Right on. Hey, I don't think we got to that episode when we were watching, did we?
which one?
This episode.
I've
Lair of
seen it
Grievous.
before, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of shady though that he shot him instead.
Yeah,
Like he
I mean,
didn't
that's
actually take him
just-
out with a saber.
That shows just, Grievous, is just a dirty fighter and a dirty person, and is
Yeah.
willing to go to whatever means necessary to achieve the victory that he needs.
I feel like that's just the Sith MO though. Do what
No,
needs
Yeah.
to
really,
be done.
do what needs to be done
Yeah.
to get yourself ahead so you can survive and ultimately live to ruin someone else's other day
For real.
Yeah.
With 4 arms.
with 4 arms. And dude, I just always think about Obi-Wan Kenobi like kicking and punching General Grievous, and I'm just like, ow.
Well, then yeah, he did that in the
Ow.
movie or something.
He
and was
does,
like,
yeah.
"Oh."
And you see the reaction, and he does a really good job of just expressing that. I'm just like, it hurts my shin every time I see it. I think of that scene. Anytime someone fights Grievous, I'm like, please don't kick him. Just don't kick him with your shins. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was the Lair of General Grievous.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, guys. I'm your host, RJ Skeens. You can check out my social media at RJ_Skeens on Instagram and I think Facebook, maybe. And then you can check my other Instagram out at Spidey Skeens. And then also check out, don't forget the main one, the Fandom Podcast, the Fandom Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And it's going to be on Anchor soon.
Oh yes.
And Spotify.
And that means it'll go all wherever your podcasts are
wherever
found.
your podcast is found. You won't have to look at our face. You can just listen to us be
ramble,
funny.
which is probably even worse.
Yeah.
But it'll get you through work.
But it will, yes. If you want to hear us ramble about something specific that you enjoy and that you think we would probably enjoy, and you want to hear us all be dumb, drop a comment and below. Hit the like button, subscribe, or you can email it to fandumpod343@gmail.com.
So
Right
stab
on.
that like button, smash
smash
that
the like,
subscribe,
subscribe.
flip the table, burn down the house, sell your Xbox.
Sell your Xbox. Or you don't have to sell your Xbox and you can join us for some tournament on Yu-Gi-Oh! Here.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Actually,
plug
I'm
that
holding
stuff.
sweepstakes on my channel. If you want to win a pack of, well, not just a pack, but a whole booster box of
you get
Yu-Gi-Oh
one
cards.
pack.
One whole pack.
One whole pack.
But yeah, enter on my channel for a chance to a tournament where you can win a whole booster box valued at least $80. So more of that at the Strafe Surge channel on YouTube.
Check out Pat's podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hit the
Skeptical Eye.
for the paranormal eyes, or whatever we call ourselves. It varies week to week.
Absolutely. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in.
Jakes, you owe me a Coke.
You owe me another episode.
You owe me another episode.